Have you ever stared at your app or an ovulation test and wonder, did I really ovulate this month? And more importantly, what if trusting the wrong signal is costing you months you don't actually have to lose? Today, we're going to cut through the confusion. I'm going to explain why apps, tests, and monitors tend to disagree and give you practical ways to understand your body signals so you can feel confident again. And just so you know upfront, sometimes you ovulate, sometimes you don't. And apps and tests alone can't tell you the full story. That's why learning to read your body is so important. Do you long to get pregnant and trust your body again? Do you feel exhausted by the month after month cycle of hope and disappointment? Do you carry that creeping sense of failure? The fear that your body just isn't working the way that it should? If so, I'm so glad that you're here, my friend. Hi, I'm Mariana, a wife, mom, and a fertility care practitioner. After years of confusion and heartache, I learned how to understand my cycle with clarity and move towards pregnancy naturally by following a real system instead of guessing. This is Fertile Window Lab. If you're ready for real clarity about your cycle, a simple method that works, and less pressure from predictions, alarms, and fertility gymnastics, sit down the sticks, pop in your earbuds, and let's make sense of your fertility together. Trying to conceive doesn't have to feel this confusing. I send weekly fertility encouragement and practical insights to help you understand your body and move forward with confidence. Join my email list, the link is in the show notes. I've been tracking my own cycle for 14 years and teaching fertility awareness for more than 12, often working with women whose charts are used by physicians as a diagnostic tool. And time again, I hear the same thing. I'm tracking with apps, ovulation sticks, monitors, or wearables, and I'm still confused. I get it, because I lived that confusion myself. For almost 2 years, I tracked multiple symptoms, compared conflicting data, and constantly wondered if I was interpreting things correctly. I wanted certainty from strips, apps, and monitors, and instead, I felt more anxious every cycle. Here's what most women aren't told. A healthy cycle is regulated by multiple hormones: estrogen, LH, progesterone, FSH, all working together. An LH surge may happen before ovulation, but that surge alone doesn't tell you whether ovulation was healthy or whether progesterone will be strong enough to support implantation. Monitors like Clear Blue detect hormone surges, but they can't tell you if ovulation is effective or if another imbalance is present. Wearables track basal temperature, which rises after ovulation, meaning you're always confirming after the fact. Apps predict ovulation based on averages and past cycles, not what your hormones are doing in real time. Even tools that track multiple signals still track interpretation. You get data, but not understanding. And this is where women start doubting themselves, not their app, not the test, their body. They think, why can't I figure this out? When the truth is, the tool was never designed to give them the full picture. When I first started, I was so focused on pinpointing the exact day I ovulated. The conflicting signals added to my fear. Over time, I learned that these tools are helpful, but the real clarity comes from interpreting your body signals in context. That's why I teach the system I do, because it doesn't just collect information, it interprets in context. After months of tracking with apps, strips, monitors, or wearables, many women start asking, when should I suspect something more is going on? Especially if you're still asking, did I ovulate cycle after cycle? You might notice spotting, light bleeding, longer or unpredictable cycles, even without a diagnosis like PCOS or endometriosis. Why does this happen? Small hormonal shifts, stress, illness, or lifestyle changes can delay ovulation or disrupt progesterone. Your tools may say one thing while your body is doing something else. And here is the key. If you've been tracking consistently and still feel unsure, that is not a sign you need a better app. It's a sign you have outgrown prediction-based tracking and you need interpretation. Tracking patterns over several cycles using a system like the Creighton model allows you to see trends, detect misovulation, low progesterone, or irregular bleeding, and know when a deeper assessment is warranted. That's when clarity replaces anxiety. So, now that you understand why apps and tests disagree, let's move into action. What actually helps you move forward instead of staying stuck in analysis? No more information, but what can you actually do starting this cycle to reduce confusion and increase clarity? The first action step is stop chasing ovulation date. Fertility window is not a single moment. While the egg lives from 12 to 24 hours, sperm can survive up to 5 days in fertile cervical mucus. Couples who conceive naturally don't succeed because they time one perfect day. They succeed because they understood their fertile window and show up consistently without panic. So, track your fertile window using real-time observations like cervical mucus and cycle patterns instead of fixating on a predictive date. Your next step is to zoom out and start paying attention for the full fertility window instead of one predictive date. So, if it is a window and not a single day, how do you know when to try for the best chance? And this leads us to our second action step, is to shift your focus from predictive timing to consistency and connection. Many women ask, how often should I try using fertile days? The answer is simple, frequently and enjoyable. Pressure to hit an exact day often turns intimacy into a chore and erases stress, which can actually delay ovulation. Prioritize relaxed, connected intimacy during the fertile window. Focus on consistency and connection, not hourly precision. Your goal, again, is not precision. It's present during the fertile window. And what if you follow every predicted fertile day and they still don't get your period and you're not pregnant? The third action step is to change how you use tracking tools. Many women exhaust themselves trying to follow app predictions, ovulation strips, and monitors reading perfectly. Stress, illness, or emotional strain can shift ovulation, and rigid predictions often create frustration and longer cycles, even when nothing is wrong. So if you're not getting your period and you're not pregnant, that might mean that your ovulation is happening later in the cycle. So using a charting system that interprets your body and real-time signals allows you to recognize misovulation, double peaks, low progesterone, or irregular bleeding without guessing. If tracking is increasing anxiety instead of clarity, that's a sign that it's time for interpretation, not more data. And finally, know the limits of each tool you're using. Apps estimate, LH strips detect surges, monitors read hormones, wearables confirm temperature shifts, but none of them interpret the whole picture on their own. Use tools to support your observation, not to replace your judgment or your body. Fertility isn't about pinpointing one perfect day. It's about understanding your fertile window, interpreting your body's signals, and responding with confidence. If you're still asking, did I ovulate month after month? Let that question guide you, not into more tools, but into deeper understanding. And this matters because this is the stage where having someone trained to interpret your chart can save you months, sometimes years of guessing. Clarity changes how you try, how you rest, and how you decide what's next. If you have reached a point where you don't just want to track, you want to understand, this is the stage where support and interpretation makes all the difference. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to join my email list. And remember, trust your body, track your signals, and you're not alone.
I'm my mama's little fertility helper. If this episode has helped you or if you feel a little more hopeful, leave a review. She'll love it.
Hi, DTC Warrior. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, please leave a 5-star written review on Apple Podcasts. It truly helps to get this show into ears of more women who need it. And be sure to sign up for my weekly encouragement, tips, and insights straight to your inbox. I promise to keep it practical, hopeful, and faith-friendly. All right, I'm off to tacos, chocolate, and chart my cycle. I'll meet you back here next week. Bye.